everyone, welcome back to the Fluid Crafter. This is Dora, and today I have a couple of things that I wanted to show you guys, and one of them is something new that I got. I've seen a bunch of people using it, and I thought it would probably make my journal making go a little bit easier and faster, and so I got the We Are Memory Keepers bookbinding. I don't know what you would call it. I think it's a platform. I think that's what they call theirs. So anyways, this here is a 2-section. Okay, so it has these knobs here on the side. If I can get them undone. And this comes up. Okay, and it has a dip in the middle of it so that you can also put it here on this side as a guide, or you could flip it and put it on this side for a guide here. So you could put it wherever it is that you're using it, and so on and so forth. So anyways, these have the little circles on them that gives you a really nice like an idea of like your spacing of how you would space it, which I think is wonderful. So anyways, what I wanted to show you guys is how to use it. So let's see if it works. Let's see how it does. And so you also get with this, you get this wonderful little felt pouch. It's really nice. And inside of it, you get this little pokey tool, like an awl tool, and then you get your instruction booklet. It also tells you in here the different types of binding that you can do with this, which is really super cool. There's a lot of them. And on the back, I'm not sure if you can see it, but on this last page, it actually has a color coordinated punching guide that gives you these different types of stitches, which I thought was really cool and handy to practice with. You get 2 needles. You get a straight needle, and then you get the curved needle like you would do like for tapestries, and then you get some wax thread. So we are just going to do this portion of it this time. We'll try out the other section of it next time. And so I've got 2 sheets here that are already pre-cut just for demonstration purposes. And so this one here, we were going to do in the spine area. And so this would just sit like so in the middle, right? Okay, so let's move that over. Let's clip that down. Move this sideways. And so you just sit your page right there in the middle, right there in that beveled area. You can see on the side here also your guides of where you would punch, like if you couldn't see on the inside. And I'm not sure if I can do this with you guys seeing it at the same time. So anyways, if you didn't want to do it at the very top, you could move down, correct? Correct. Okay. And then this side here is for the side. Your punching guide for the side. So let's see. Let's see how hard it is to use. I can't see the holes when I do this. So okay, so there's one. And there's 2. I'd have to fill 3, 4, and now I'm not going to bind this, so I'm just trying to test to see how easy this is, how accurate. Okay, so there's 1. Okay, so let me look on the other side. So see, I can't see the holes. So I'm not sure. And this is just an honest review. It does go right through the spine, no sides. So that's good. That is always a plus. When I'm trying to do mine, sometimes I accidentally poke it out the side with all those papers in there. It's a good way, it's something good to use to line it all up. So I wonder if this goes on top. You know what, just like a man, never look at the directions, right? Okay, let's do this again. And then we'll do the side. So this goes over top. Now you can see the holes. Ha! See? So then it holds your paper there. You could punch however many you wanted to do. That's actually a lot faster than me trying to go through all of those pages at one time. That, oh, look at that. That's a lot better. That is a lot better. Ha! Okay, so now you do this side, line it up, and you put this over top. And you do the same with this. And I'm just randomly. So let's see. Look at that. Actually didn't do too bad on spacing. But you can see where you have to make sure that your paper is completely butted up against. And this is doubled, and this is thick cardstock, so it worked right through it, so that was nice. For it to be level all the way down. Make sure that it's butted all the way up to the edge. That is super cool. Okay. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right, let me just put this stuff back up for a moment, or to the side. That is the We Are Memory Keepers bookbinding tool, and I will link that down below if you guys are interested in looking at it. It will make my journal making go a lot faster. Okay, now that that is put up, I wanted to show you guys again the two journals that I have for sale. I actually have 3 or 4, but these are the 2 main ones that I have for sale. And I need to get these sold before I make any more. And so what I'm doing is, for people on my Instagram account, if you go to my Instagram, I'll link it below, and you comment on whether or not you would like to have one of these, I will give you a special discount for checking me out on Instagram and for following me on YouTube. So anyways, with that being said, this is a monster. This is a big journal, and it is, let me grab my ruler. I've done previous videos on this as well, but just so you don't have to go back and hunt for it, this is 6.5 by just under 9.5 with a 4.5-inch spine. Sorry guys, let me take this off. This is the dangle for the book. It has some trims, beads, it has tons of charms, it has a little glass, I forgot what they called them. I learned it from Jahib. If you haven't checked out her channel, absolutely amazing, wonderful, wonderful, inspiring woman. And so we have lots and lots of charms on here. We have beads, we have feathers, trims, and the such. It is completely removable. And these here are held on also by a lobster clasp, so each individual one of these can also be removed as well. Okay, so there's that. And then this here is a scarf that I bought. And like I said, I'm not going to go into too much with it because there are previous videos if you'd like to check those out. This here is from a swap that I did. It is just a ribbon with a little fairy charm that I put on there, some little beads. This is a scarf that I just tea dyed. This here is an embroidered vintage tablecloth that I also tea stained and sewed all around. And I'm just going to do a very quick flip through again, so that way you can kind of get an idea. Everything is tea dyed. The paper is from a paper studio. Very, very dark pages, light pages. Some of the pages are even, here you can see they've been burnt to give that very vintage feel. There's stamping, there's little pockets with goodies in it. And I will skip all of these. These are all just blank tea-dyed paper. Lots of sewing, lots of embellishments, lots of cool things in here. This here is actually a hair clasp, and it's got the little rhinestones in it. Super, super cute. Loved it so much. I had to put a little bit of bling in here. Kind of like a family heirloom that's been added to over the years. There's stenciling and charms on paper clips. There's little flip ups and flip downs, envelopes, pockets, tucks, tags, die cuts. Here's a smaller pocket. Like I said, these are all just blank, lots of writing space. This here is an envelope. It is glued down on the other side, so it just flips out. Writing space here. This is actually a handmade envelope. This here is a mini paper clip. Here is another one of those envelopes. And as you can see, let me see if I can show you really quick. This one actually comes off. This here has been grunged up very, very nicely. I am so sorry. I do not know where that came from. It just right out of the blue caught me, and okay. Apologies for that. Okay, moving on. Lots of sewing with different what's the word I'm looking for? Stitches. This here is actually leaves stitched around. Here is a 4-pocket tuck all the way up. This here unravels and this little one comes up, and then there's a little tuck space behind it as well. And then on these little tiny tags, I just took some silk leaves and sewed the leaves on there. This here is a unique pocket. This here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then up underneath is also a pocket. So you have 6 tuck pockets. You can hide lots of things in there if you wanted to. Here is another envelope. And another one here as well with a little side tuck on the edge of it. This here is some collaging with some fabrics and some tools, some trims, some laces, and just made it into a little tuck area. Lots of different colors. This is some of my eco-dyed paper, and I turned it into 2 pockets. 2 pockets here. This here opens up to a little hideaway with some goodies inside. Got a little sticker on here that says Inspire. Some fussy cutting. This here is an envelope as well. And when you turn it over, it flips out. Got some goodies on the inside of here as well. This here is a burlap bag. I've tucked in some fabrics and stuff that I've used from inside the journal with some little clothespins, a little owl, and on the back I have taken a fussy cut and sewed it all the way around and onto the page. A belly band with some tea-dyed recipe cards. Some more of the eco-dyed paper with a little charm on the end. This also flips out with some goodies inside here as well. These are embossed paper tags. I'm not sure if you can see that. And this here also flips out into a writing area. This here is a little pocket in the back as well. And then that just closes up. And then here we have a table and chairs, little stamped chairs with all of the fixins, and then a little centerpiece, and then a little tag on the side here. Another flip up, little baggie. There's another empty baggie. This here is a pocket. I just cut out around the corner here and made that into a little spot. We just got some stickers, some of the embossed tags, and some other tags tucked in there. Here is the other side. This is all the fixins. You got the chairs, the tablecloth, and then a pie in the middle. And then in the back, this is a fabric pocket with my little designer tag here. Got some grasshoppers. We got some handmade flowers. Just some trims and ribbons and laces with some tags tucked in there as well. All of this has been sewn and glued for a hidden spine, hidden binding. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen, for that one. This just slides right back on there. And ties together like so. So there is that one. This is the vintage journal, vintage ladies journal. And then this one is the smaller traveler's notebook. This one here has a altered paper clip for the tassel, just some trims, rickrack, some yarns, some beads, and a little glass jar. This one here is just tied on with ribbon. And I'll do a very quick flip through this one also. This one here is a Garden Herbal Nature journal. This is fabric. Oops, skipping pages here. This is a fabric flip with a little cluster. Still lots of writing room and room for embellishing more if you would like to do so. This here is a card that just pops off of there with a little pocket in the top. This is also a paper clip. It comes off if you would like to move it around. And that is it. And the cover of this is fabric as well. And this one here is uh, 5 3/4 by 8 1/2. So this is 5 3/4 by 8 1/2. It is just one signature. It is sewn in. Fabric cover, and it is a Tennessee notebook, or Tennessee Traveler's Notebook. I always say Tennessee. TN to me is the abbreviation for Tennessee, so I don't know why I always say that. But anyways, check out my Instagram. I have those posted up there as well. So once you check out this video, let me know if you are interested. You can always email me as well. Let me know that you've seen it on my Instagram post, and we'll see what we can do about giving you a discount on these 2 journals. All right, guys, thanks so much for joining in, and don't forget to check out We Are Memory Keepers. I'll have them linked down below. All right, guys, have a great day. Bye-bye now.